You're watching ABC4 News.
Welcome back. Every Saturday night and Sunday morning here on ABC4, the county seat covers issues and topics facing Utahns from all over the state. This afternoon, the host, Chad Booth, joins us live in the studio. So, Chad, welcome. What's coming up this weekend on the county seat?
Well, this weekend we're going to be talking about affordable housing. And, you know, in our prepping for this episode, and we started talking to people, it's amazing how many different definitions out on the street there are about affordable housing. But we'll talk about it, and it's interesting to note that the pressure that's being put on housing, where all that new growth is coming from, is a surprise, and a lot of people don't realize it, and we'll cover that in the show.
Yeah, we think of affordable housing as an issue here on the Wasatch Front, but I guess this affects residents throughout the state, right?
Oh, yes. In fact, two of the most hard-hit counties on affordable housing are San Juan and Carbon County, and their highly pressured population segment is like 22 and 14%, way higher than the Wasatch Front.
You mentioned the growth we're seeing. Where is that coming from that we might be surprised to hear?
Oh, come on. Are you going to make me give away my secret for
Not
the
all
show?
of them.
Actually, I will share it because I think this is really important. Everybody thinks that all this pressure on housing is coming from people moving from other states. But in reality, it's our internal growth. It's our kids and our grandkids who are coming of age and going into the workplace and choosing to stay here that are the biggest pressure on our growth.
What about in the coming weeks on the county seat? I know we have a new legislative session that just started up. What kind of things are you going to be talking about up on Capitol Hill?
Well, the chatter across rural Utah with the Capitol being on quasi-lockdown is how the heck are we going to be able to get in there to deal with legislators and inform them and have this kind of face-to-face dialogue that's so important in lawmaking as it affects local counties. And so we're going to look at that in an episode where we've managed to get permission to go inside the inner sanctum, and we are going to interview different legislators, senators, and representatives and find out how it is that they are coping with keeping that flow of communication going and have it being meaningful. Sometimes a Zoom meeting just lacks a little luster.
Absolutely. I know one topic you're going to cover is funding our county jails. What sort of an issue is that? How important is that right now?
You know, this has been an issue that we have been covering for a decade on the county seat, 10 whole years. And it just doesn't seem to get a final resolution. It's every year they have to go in and they have to beg, and what in theory they agree to as far as what a daily rate is for a state prisoner in a county jail, they usually only get half of it. And so it puts a lot of pressure on the counties, and they have to make up for that cost in county taxes for prisoners who may not necessarily be from the county.
Very important because that affects safety for all of us here in the state of Utah. Chad, before we go, remind us when we can see the county seat.
County seat comes on at 11:05 on Saturday nights. That's a great time for you night owls. And then again Sunday mornings at 8:30 right after Glenn Mills shows here on ABC4.
All right. Thanks very much for being with us today. We'll be sure to tune in this Saturday night and Sunday morning. Thanks.
See you.
Well, taking a lot